Hey makers, this is Rubin and I'm happy to announce my new Power Pages training program is starting within 10 days. Yes, we are starting it from 18th May 2026, Monday. Only 10 days to go. Now, in this episode, I'm mainly going to talk about what is this entire training program is all about, what are some prerequisites you should know before you join this enrollment into this training program, what are the different content we are going to cover. Uh, there are lots of FAQs you usually have in mind before enrolling into the training program. Everything I'm going to answer throughout this episode. So if you are someone who is interested into paid training program, then only keep watching this episode. Otherwise, you can simply skip this video and you can watch other free content that is already available on our channel. Perfect. Now, those who are interested, for them, I'm just going to start giving the mood context around this training program. So this Power Pages training program is spanned across 8 weeks over here, and total 21 different sessions we are going to have in this training program. Also, 50 plus hours of curriculum we are going to cover up over here, and the session is usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over here. In between that, there are some festival holidays as well. The detailed schedule I'm going to provide you once you inquire us on our WhatsApp or via our email inquiry. So basically, it starts from 18th May and ending on 6th July. Overall 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. That is the time that we are going to join into this particular training program. Sometimes we have a confusion that, okay, what if I'm not available during that time period, or maybe I have some meetings because it's a weekday training, right? So don't worry, we are going to provide recording to each and every students with 1 year of validity, so that you can watch it unlimited time throughout this particular 1 year period of time, and cover up the content from there as well. And moving forward in the next class, when you come, and if you have any question, you can always ask it over there. This training program is 100% practical based training program, and we are going to build a different live projects as well in this training program. So we are going to use different out of the box component as well as custom development as well in the Power Pages. Everything we are going to cover up from start to end in this particular training program. All right. So let's get started and talk about who can join the Power Pages, or which are the scenarios where the Power Pages can be useful over here. So basically, Power Pages is the fastest growing technology in the market, and with low code and with pro code, you can build the external facing web application for yourself. It provides the enterprise level grade security, and again like a AI powered development as well. So even though it's a pro code technology, it's a 2026, so we need to use here and there AI to build up our code. So we are going to leverage that as well, that how we can build it with the help of AI, the Power Pages site, and build up onto that. And again, that Power Pages developers are obviously in the high demand, specifically if you are in the Power Platform space working since many long year. So Power Pages is something which most of the time people are asking as a part of the skill when you are switching any reputed companies. So basically, let's get started and talk about that what you should know before you joining this program, or if you don't know, maybe what you should be ready with. So number one thing is that in this training program we are going to use pro code extensively, so you should be ready to adopt the pro code technology. You should be adapt to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, this kind of front end technology. You should be having the Dataverse knowledge as a prerequisite. So the Dataverse knowledge in the sense like how to create form, how to create views, how you can create the table, how the relationship works in the Dataverse. At least that knowledge you should have before enrolling into this training program, because we are not going to do lots of Dataverse deep dive into that, because generally in the model driven application when we are learning, we usually cover up the Dataverse concept in detail. So make sure that you are having the enough good Dataverse knowledge, specifically around the table creation, relationship, views, form, those part of things you should know it. Second thing is HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You should be have used in your career anywhere here or there, or if you haven't used it, don't worry, but at least you should be able to adopt the ChatGPT, Claude, any of the AI platform, and we will teach you to build with that one. But not like, you know, how to write HTML tag and how to write CSS tag, or how to write dollar document dot ready with jQuery. That's something we are not going to teach. So at least that base knowledge you should have it. How to apply that, of course course we will teach into that, but at least you should have that base knowledge with you before enrolling into this program. Or even if you don't have, you should have at least that capability in you that okay, whatever we are teaching based on the AI tool and something, you can able to adopt that by your own. So that's something we are expecting over here. Next thing is that you should be having the active Power Platform experience. If you are not an experienced developer, just minimum 1 year of experience we are expecting for this training program. If you are a fresher, sorry, we are basically, as a fresher, if you join directly Power Pages learning, you will face difficulties. So this is purely and purely experienced developer itself. So if you are a fresher, maybe you can just go with the Canvas app, model driven application, Power Automate, be stronger on that part, and then come to Power Pages point. Okay, so make sure you are active Power Platform professional and you have minimum 1 year of experience within the Power Platform space in order for a working. Next, now let's talk about what are the 8-week curriculum that we are going to talk about. So week 1 is the foundation classes, where we are going to talk about the different type of what are the things you can do with the Power Pages, what are the use cases around that. We will do a quick revision of the Dataverse fundamental. If someone don't know or someone knows, we'll do just a very quick revision around forms, views, table, relationship, Power Platform environment setup, solution, everything we will do in a very fast forward fashion. In week 2 is all about like a site development, where we will start building our first Power Pages site from the scratch. So of course we are going to build one fresh site from the scratch, and apart from that we are going to explore the different kind of Power Pages Management Studio and explore the different site components available for that. So of course the next 2 episode is all about focusing on the different site components, how you can set up the header, footer, page navigation, what is web template, what is page template, what is liquid, everything I'm going to talk about in detail into this particular class. Week 3 is all about your core concept and liquid learning classes, where we will start our whole journey around web template, page template, web pages, web files, liquids, web link set. These are the different components available in the Power Pages. Also, we will be going to talk about like how you can simplify your design, what is the out of the box design templates available, how you can customize it the way you want. Everything we are going to talk about into week number 3. Week number 4 is all about different type of working with the forms and data operations. So first of all, we will going to talk about the out of the box form, which is basic form, a multi-step form, different type of grids, all those things we are going to cover up in detail in week number 4. Week number 5 is where we are starting the complete pro code journey, where more customization and design element we are going to involve, and for that we are going to use JavaScript, CSS, HTML, and we will start building the complete new project with custom development. In that, nothing is out of the box apart, starting from your site to header to footer to navigation to a page design till form, CRUD operation, multi-step form, everything with the help of code that we are going to implement into this class. Also, week number 6, we are going to talk about in advance about the portal web API. Again, very, very interesting concept, because whenever you are doing the custom development, not ready-made function like Power Apps and Power Automate are available in this situation. So at the time you need to write the different type of web API call. Those web API call is basically something you need to call from your front end. How you can do that? That's something we are going to do it. For that, we are going to use JavaScript as a framework. You can use any framework if you like, but specifically we are going to do it with the JavaScript. In future, let's say for an example, some new features also available like server-side JavaScript and all. That's something we are going to leverage into this particular classes. Week number 7 is all about authentication and security, where once our overall development is done, and sometimes there is a need of different kind of integration with Power Automate, different kind of authentication available, like B2B authentication is available. Apart from that, if you want to do some sort of third-party authentication, what would be the mechanism, how you can do it, what are the things you need to consider in the mind, everything we are going to talk about in detail. And last, we will be going to talk about the security aspect in the Power Pages, that okay, what are the different security principles you need to follow if you are writing the web API, what you should expose versus not, how the different type of column level security can be worked. Everything we will be covered up in detail. And last, week number 8 is all about go live and beyond. So basically, once you build your site, basically it's time to make it go live. We need to make it publicly accessible site. Uh, uh, and for that, what are the key consideration you need to consider in the mind? That's all something we are going to talk about. Also, at the end, we will perform end-to-end deployment as well. Again, like it's the same type of deployment that we usually do in the Power Platform. That's something we are going to perform. And we'll talk about from here what would be the next career path for yourself, around different interview question around Power Pages, what would be the projects that you can add as a part of your resume. Everything we are going to talk about into the last session. So this is like a full 8-week agenda that we are having for Power Pages. All right. So basically, with this training program, at the end you will be having that confidence that you can build the Power Pages site from scratch. You can master with the Lipid template, perform CRUD operation with the portal web API template, utilize the pro code technology with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, different type of integration with the Power Automate, and securely deploy that to the production. At least you will be having that level of confidence in you. So that's the overall summary that we are having over here. Limited seats are available. So if you want to enroll yourself now, you can feel free to connect us on this number, which is +917984675981 over here. This is our WhatsApp number over here. You can call us as well on that same number if you wanted to know more information around that. We will guide you through the next steps from here. Fee information and everything you will be get it from there. So make sure you connect over there. All right. This is the current website, www.powerplatformtrainings.com. You can visit that and check out the different available courses over there. All right. So with that, this is Dhruvin signing off. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Hope to see you all in my new training program starting from 18th May, and enroll yourself now if you want to master into Power Pages in 2026. Thank you so much. With that, this is Dhruvin signing off. See you in the next episode with some amazing content. Till then, have a great day. Goodbye.